Buddhism in India's foreign policy. PM Modi's vision for global harmony. By deepening ties with Buddhist nations and revitalizing its own Buddhist heritage, India continues to reinforce its role as a global center promoting peace and wisdom as propounded in Buddhism. Act East has been a defining feature of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's foreign policy. PM Modi, along with Thailand's Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra, visited the Wat Pho Temple, also known as the Temple of the Reclining Buddha, offering an interesting perspective on how he has celebrated Buddhism across the world. As a gift to the King of Thailand, PM Modi presented a brass statue of the Sarnath Buddha in Thailand Madras, a stunning representation of Buddhist spirituality and Indian craftsmanship, inspired by the Sarnath style. Originating from Bihar, the statue reflects the Gupta and Pala art traditions with its serene expression, intricately detailed robe, and iconic lotus pedestal. The Dhyan Mudra posture symbolizes deep meditation and inner peace, with the Buddha seated in Padmasana, radiating wisdom and compassion. In 2024, India sent several sacred relics of Lord Buddha and his disciples to Thailand. The relics of Lord Buddha and his disciples, Arahant Sariputta and Arahant Mahamoggalana, were taken to Bangkok by an Indian delegation and displayed for 25 days across 4 cities in Thailand. During his recent visit to Sri Lanka, PM Modi visited the Mahabodhi temple at Anuradhapura. This is yet another instance of PM Modi's efforts to place Buddhism at the heart of India's foreign policy, reinforcing India's role as a global center for Buddhism. In 2017 as well, PM Modi's Buddhist outreach was prominent during his visit to Sri Lanka. He addressed the International Vesak Day celebrations in Colombo and visited the Gangaramaya Buddhist temple, deepening India-Sri Lanka cultural and religious bonds. In one of the recent books, Casting of Buddha, A Monumental History of Buddhism in India, author Shashank Shekhar Sinha mentioned how Prime Minister Narendra Modi is making it loud and clear across the globe how the Buddha's teachings could offer solutions to the greatest challenges confronting the modern world, including war, economic instability, terrorism, and climate change. In 2024, at the India-ASEAN Summit, PM Modi gifted a vintage brass Buddha statue to Laos President Thongloun Sisoulith, symbolizing shared heritage and India's commitment to cultural diplomacy. In 2023, PM Modi and his Japanese counterpart, Fumio Kishida, visited the Bal Bodhi tree at Buddha Jayanti Park in Delhi, reinforcing the deep-rooted Buddhist ties between India and Japan. India also hosted the first-ever Global Buddhist Summit, bringing together scholars and practitioners to discuss contemporary challenges through the lens of Buddhist philosophy, where PM Modi stressed that Buddha's teachings provide solutions to global issues. In 2022, PM Modi visited Lumbini, Nepal, on Buddha Purnima and laid the foundation stone for the India International Center for Buddhist Culture and Heritage, a landmark project promoting Buddhist culture and strengthening Indo-Nepal spiritual ties. In the same year, India sent 4 holy relics of Lord Buddha, known as the Kapilavasthu relics, to Mongolia for an 11day exposition coinciding with the Mongolian Buddha Purnima celebrations. A 25-member delegation accompanied the relics to the Batsagan Temple in the Gondan Monastery complex in Ulaanbaatar, highlighting India's commitment to Buddhist diplomacy and cultural exchange. In 2019, PM Modi and Khaltmajian Batulga, President of Mongolia, jointly unveiled a statue of Lord Buddha and his 2 disciples, installed at the historic Gondan Tegchinling Monastery in Ulaanbaatar. In 2018, PM Modi visited the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple in Singapore, showcasing India's respect for Singapore's Buddhist heritage and reinforcing cultural connections. In 2016, during his visit to Vietnam, PM Modi toured the Chuan So Pagoda in Hanoi, interacted with Buddhist monks, and emphasized India's commitment to Buddhist diplomacy in Southeast Asia. In 2015, PM Modi reinforced India's Buddhist ties with multiple nations. He visited the Dasing Shan Temple and Big Wild Goose Pagoda in Xi'an, China, highlighting the historical Buddhist exchanges between India and China. In Mongolia, he visited the Gondan Monastery, where he emphasized the common spiritual heritage of the 2 nations. In Sri Lanka, he paid homage at the Sri Mahabodhi tree in Anuradhapura, strengthening India's connection to one of Buddhism's most sacred sites. In 2014, PM Modi visited Kyoto, Japan, where he explored the Toji and Kinkakuji temples, reinforcing India-Japan Buddhist ties. He also attended a luncheon hosted by the Kyoto Buddhist Association, reflecting his commitment to engaging with Buddhist leaders globally. Domestically, PM Modi's government has undertaken significant steps to promote Buddhist heritage. The Buddhist Circuit, developed under his leadership, traces significant sites associated with Lord Buddha's life and teachings, enhancing pilgrimage tourism. To facilitate travel across these sacred locations, the Buddhist Circuit tourist train Mahaparinirvan Express was introduced, offering an immersive pilgrimage experience covering India and Nepal's most revered Buddhist sites. Additionally, the Kushinagar International Airport has significantly improved access to pilgrimage destinations, and the revival of Nalanda University reinstates India as a global center for Buddhist learning. The government has also recognized Pali as a classical language, ensuring the preservation of Buddhist literature. PM Modi's emphasis on Buddhism reflects India's dedication to cultural and spiritual leadership. His deep engagement with Buddhist heritage underscores India's commitment to peace, harmony, and shared cultural values. By deepening ties with Buddhist nations and revitalizing its own Buddhist heritage, India continues to reinforce its role as a global center promoting peace and wisdom as propounded in Buddhism. Nan.